Hello everyone, I am Subhrata Bhattacharya from Medical College Kolkata, and today welcome you all in the Make It Interesting. What? Microbiology. Why? It's boring. So let's start with the morphology and the growth of the bacteria. So what we deal today? We actually deal today with these images, with these questions. They are coming in the NEET PG, AIMS PG and JIPMER PG exams from this topic only. And these interesting images, okay? And after the video, after the end of this lecture, there is a surprise for you all. So let's start. The morphology of the bacteria. It's mainly, we know there's bacteria, there is two stage of the bacteria, okay? There's two stage of the bacteria. One is the vegetative stage and some of the bacteria contain spore stage, not all. So what the spore forming bacteria, there are two type of stage, vegetative stage and spore stage. When the bacteria get nutrition, they relax and stay in the vegetative state. But when there is unfavorable conditions come and there is no nutrition, so the vegetative stage is over, they go to the spore stage to tolerate the unconditional or the unfavorable condition. Okay, so let's start with the vegetative bacteria. So this is actually the vegetative bacteria image. How interesting. So let's color it. So the outermost is the capsule. Again, the capsule is not present in all bacteria. Some of the bacteria contain this capsule. Now next, just inside the capsule there is cell wall present in all bacteria. Inside the cell wall, cell membrane present is on bacteria. Inside the cell wall, cytoplasm and nucleus. In the cell membrane, some bacteria contain the flagella to motile, to locomote. Okay, and some bacteria contain fimbriae. They are arise from the cell wall. Just notice the fimbriae mainly from the cell wall and the flagella mainly from the cell membrane. So this is the cell membrane and this is the cell wall, this is the capsule. Now coming to the spore formation. So the layer of the spore is very confusing. No, it's very interesting. Just remember there are three C. C for core, C-O-R-E. C for cortex, C for coat. 3C. Core, cortex, coat. Inside the core, then the cortex, then the coat. And after every C, there is a membrane. Okay, the first C is the core. There is a membrane, ekdam inner membrane. So what is the name of this membrane? Inner membrane. Then there is the outer membrane. And एकदम लास्ट, एकदम आउटसाइड में जो मेम्ब्रेन है उसका नाम क्या है? एक्सोस्पोरियम. एक्सो एकदम लास्ट, स्पोरियम, स्पोरियम का एकदम लास्ट साइड में जो है वही है एक्सोस्पोरियम. वेरी सिंपल. So what are the layer? First core, then inner membrane, then cortex, then outer membrane, then coat, and then exosporium. So that is the actual sequence of the structure of the spore. So, and what is mainly present inside the core? DNA, the glycolytic enzymes. And what is in the cortex? There is cross-linking peptidoglycans. Okay. So now start with the first vegetative stage structure, capsule. Okay, so capsule. The red thing is the capsule. So what is the capsule? The mainly, you know, some bacteria contain capsule. So some bacteria secrete glycocalyx. And when the glycocalyx is compactly arranged, we call it capsule. But when there is a loosely organized, then we call it slime layer. Compactly arranged capsule, CC, compactly arranged capsule. Slime layer, smooth or loose slime layer. That's it. And but there one bacteria, it's called Streptococcus salvarius. The salvarius of Streptococcus is mainly contain both capsule and slime layers. So you have to remember what are the name of the bacteria which contain the capsule. Don't forget. These 6 bacteria mainly contain the capsules. Pneumococcus, meningococcus, Haemophilus, Klebsiella, Pseudomonas and Bacillus anthracis. Okay. So there is a PM. PM means pneumococcus and meningococcus. HKP and B. There is a PM which has cap protected barrier. A PM has cap protected barriers. Okay. So pneumococcus, meningococcus, Haemophilus, Klebsiella, Pseudomonas and Bacillus anthracis. And there is a fungus which is capsulated. The name is the Cryptococcus. Okay. So now coming to the function. What is the main function of this capsule? The main function of the capsule is the antiphagocytic, or it's actually the virulence factor of this capsule. Now coming to the biofilm. The biofilm is mainly used for the adhesion, and the capsule or the biofilm mainly provide the nutrition to the bacteria. That's it, and the energy also. Now coming to the demonstration part, we have to demonstrate the capsule part, or this type of all bacteria can be demonstrated the capsule by first is staining and second is immunological testing. So first we want to deal with the staining. First stain is the negative staining. What are the staining materials? India ink and the nigrosin. The nigrosin is the best. But why we call this negative staining? Why are the negativity? The negativity in the whole thing except the target. What is the main? That means I want to stain, I want to main focus is this pen, but I stain whole the background except this pen. So this is actually the negative staining. So except the target material, all the things will be stained. So it's called negative. The target is unstained. So this is called except the target, all are stained. So this is the negative staining. Now coming to the actual picture. Before the coming to the actual picture, this is the, you can notice there is a black background, and we want to, what is the target? Target is the capsule. So inside the capsule is black, outside the capsule is black, only the capsule is unstained, the white. This is actually called the clear halo appearance. Okay. Now coming to the picture, actual picture. So in this picture, you can clearly notice there is a bacteria, there the background is also black and the inside is also black except the capsule. You can clearly notice except the capsule, whole are the stain. Except the capsule, the whole material is the stain. The inside and the outside, whole material are the stain except the capsule part. So this is actually the negative staining. Now coming to the second staining, which actually called the McFadden's reaction, which is mainly the formed by the methylene blue, and methylene blue only colored or only stained the polypeptide materials or the polypeptide organisms. Okay, so we know that glycocalysis is the polysaccharide. So all capsules are polysaccharide. So how it can be possible? Because the Bacillus anthracis, there is a bacteria called Bacillus anthracis, and this capsule is mainly formed by the polypeptide. And we know the methylene blue actually stain the polypeptide. So this is the actual image where you can know, where you can clearly notice the bacteria and the capsule is clearly demarcated by light pink and dark pink. So the capsule is lightly stained in case of this McFadden's reaction. Okay. Now coming to the immunological methods. First immunological method is the lattice agglutination test. Why lattice agglutination test? Because they are the antibodies and they bind to the antigen of the capsule and they form the agglutination. But why latex? Because latex is coated by the antibodies. So this round thing is the latex, and the latex is coated by the antibodies. This is antibody and this is the antibody, and that is the bacteria, and this is the surface antigen, and they actually now from the agglutination. So coming to the actual reaction, this is one plate and this is another plate. Now coming to the more detail, you can clearly notice the agglutination is clearly noticed. The agglutination is clearly noticed. So this is actually the positive, and there is no agglutination. So this is the negative lattice agglutination test. So this is the image of the lattice agglutination test findings. Coming to the next reaction, this is actually the Cooling's reaction, and this reaction is mainly where there is no latex, only antibody which attaches to the antigen, and there is a swelling of the capsule. Okay, so you can clearly notice this is the bacteria and there is the capsule. There is no swelling. After the adding of the antibody, you can clearly know the swelling occurs. How interesting the microbiology. You can clearly demarcate the swelled up capsule. So this is the swelled up capsule. This is actually mainly found in the Streptococcus pneumoniae. Okay. Now coming to the next structure or the cell wall. The blue one is the cell wall. I don't want to go details further in the cell wall because there is staining, and the practical purpose video is the eye. Click on the eye and go to the practical section. So you can know the staining purpose. But I want to discuss here only what is gram positive, what is gram negative, and what is mycobacterium. The gram positive all three contain peptidoglycan. So why the demarcation? Because why the difference? Because in case of gram positive, there is 100 layers of peptidoglycan. In case of gram negative, there are 10 layers of peptidoglycan. In case of the microbacteria, there is thin but little more than the gram negative. Okay, so there is the difference in the layer. Okay, now coming to the another components in the gram positive cell wall is the teichoic acid. In case of the gram negative, there is the LPS. In case of the mycobacterium, there is the mycolic acid and the lipoarabinomannan, LAM. So if there is a thick cell wall or the thick peptidoglycan, the more primary stain is taken and there is the gram positive. If there is a thin, the primary stain is washed out and second stain or secondary stain or the counter stain is taken. This is the gram negative. And in case of gram positive, in case of mycobacterium, this is weakly gram positive because of the thin layer, and they are actually the acid first because of the mycolic acid. Okay. Now coming to the function of the bacteria, bacterial cell wall. The function is the protection from the external environment. And what is the demonstration? How to demonstrate this cell wall? The main demonstration by the electron microscopy, or there is micro dissection, or there is a plasmolysis. Okay. Now coming to the gram staining. This is the gram negative bacteria. You can clearly note this pink color. In this violet is the bacteria gram positive, and there is the in the red bacilli in the sky color or the blue background is the acid first. And in case of the acid first staining or Jaden staining, we use the 20% H2SO4. Why I am saying that, you will be understood later. Now coming to the flagella. The flagellar part is mainly the protein part. It is mainly formed by the protein which is called flagellin protein. Okay. What is the function? Is the motility. Now coming to the arrangement of the flagella. The arrangement may be monotrichous one side. There is a lymphotrichous both side, peritrichous whole side or whole surface, amphitrichous both side but single. Okay. Now coming to the examples, Vibrio cholerae is the monotrichous, Spirillum is the lymphotrichous, Salmonella typhi is the peritrichous, and amphitrichous is mainly Spirillum, but Spirillum is more amphitrichous rather than lymphotrichous. Okay. Now coming to the motility types, traveling motility, Listeria, gargling motility, Mycoplasma. There is a darting motility, Vibrio, swarming motility, Proteus, Titani, corkscrew motility, Spirochete. Each and every motility is discussed in the practical section. Please go there and please look the video, because at the end of this video there is an interesting regarding the motility. Okay. So now coming to the demonstration, how to demonstrate the flagellas. First of all, direct demonstration by the electron microscopy. But can we stain? Yes, we can stain. We can stain by the flagellar staining. And what is the stain method, or the what is the staining material? The staining material is the Leifisson staining. Leifisson staining or the tannic acid staining. This is actually the image of the Leifisson staining or the tannic acid staining, where you can clearly demarcate the flagellas. Okay, you can clearly demonstrate the flagellas. So this is actually an image of the Leifisson staining. You can clearly know the flagella. Okay. Coming to the indirect testing or indirect demonstration by the motility demonstration. What are the methods? The methods are like wet mount, hanging drop, U-tube, dark field microscopy, phase contrast microscopy, solid agar, not solid agar, semi-solid agar. What is semi-solid agar? This is 0.3% agar is called semi-solid agar. What is the main difference? This is actually the green color is the semi-solid and the pink color is the solid agar. In case of solid agar, the bacteria is motile, but they cannot penetrate because of the solid agar. But in case of semi-solid agar, the bacteria is motile and they grow and they can penetrate inside. So in case of solid agar, we can clearly found the bacteria in the surface, but in case of semi-solid, there is the inside. Okay. Now coming to the another test, this is the anti-flagellar antibody testing. Okay. Now coming to the fimbric part, we also know this is the pili, and the protein is not fimbrine, this is the pilin protein. Okay. What is the function? There is the function mainly the addition and conjugation. And how to demonstrate? By the electron microscopy and the hemagglutination test. So what are the types of the pili? Actually common pili mainly 6 types. The sex pili of the F pili, which act for the conjugation, and this is coli or choline pili. Okay. Now coming to the spore. The spore mainly used for the sterilization control in autoclave and there's hot air open. They're actually used and mainly used in the bioterrorism. What is the function of the spore? The spore is mainly function is the tolerate the unfavorable condition. Okay, and how to demonstrate? We demonstrate by the acid first staining, and in case of this, we can use 0.5% H2SO4, 0.5% H2SO4. And coming to the method, which is most interesting method, this is the Fluton methods. In case of Fluton method, firstly I use the malachite green. They stain the both spore and the bacteria, then some heat, and after that we use the decolorization or the water. The whole malachite green is gone, but in case of the spore taking the malachite green, and after that we use the counter stain, the saffron, to stain the bacteria pink. Okay, so the green one is actually the spore and the red one is the bacteria. This is the spore, this is the bacteria, this is the bacteria, the green one is the spore. So green one is the spore and the red one or the pink one is the bacteria. So this is the Fluton method. So this is the whole images I showing you first in the PDF. This is actually the spore, this is actually the negative staining, this is McFadden's reaction, this is the lattice agglutination, this is the Fluton method, this is the capsular swelling or cooling reaction, and this is actually the flagellar staining, okay, or Leifson staining. Okay, so this is all about the morphology. Now coming to the growth, very easy, just understand four things. First, when we take nutrition, we increase our size, then we start multiply, then there is a stationary phase, and then there is a decline phase. It's very simple. First, when the bacteria take nutrition, there is an increase in the size is increasing, but actually they are lagging from the growth. When we call the growth we call growth when there is an increase in the number of the organism. There is no number of the increase in the number of the organism, so they are actually lagging from the growth. So this is the lag phase. Now coming to the log phase, where there is a growth is seen in the exponential curve. This is the log phase, and after the log phase, now coming to the unfavorable condition, and now the bacteria starts sporulation or coming to the spore, and this is called stationary phase, and there is the death phase or the decline phase. In the y-axis there is the number of bacteria, and in the x-axis there is time. So what actually made main important findings in the bacterial growth curve? In the lag phase, that increase in the enzyme, metabolites, maximum cell size. In case of log phase, cell uniformly stained and there is active. In case of stationary phase, they actually produce granules, spores, toxins, and some antibiotics. These are. In case of decline phase, to overcome these unfavorable conditions, they actually start involution, or involution forms are formed in case of decline phase. So there is a lag phase. Bacteria divide? No. Bacteria death? No. The total count is flat and the viable count is flat, and special feature I discussed. In case of log phase, bacteria divide? Yes. Bacteria size increase? No. And the viable count and the total count is rises. In case of stationary phase, the bacteria divide? Yes. Bacteria death? Yes. Rise? Yes. But there is a flat in case of viable count, and they actually produce some sporulations. Decline phase, there is no divide. Death? Yes. So that again flat line in case of total number, and viable number is fall. Okay. Now coming to the last thing, this is the generation time. Generation time is actually the time required to a bacteria to form two daughter cells under the optimum conditions. Mainly the coliform bacteria is mainly produced in 20 minutes. Mycobacterium tuberculosis 14 hours and lepri 14 days. Just remember 12 to 13 days. And there is a microacrophilic bacteria which required less than 5% oxygen to survive. Examples are the Campylobacter and Helicobacter, Mycobacterium bovis. So this is all about the growth and the morphology. Now coming to the previous year questions, and you can solve each and everything. First, non-motile slag lab. Next question, lag phase में क्या होता है ना, cell size increase करता है. After that, what is the microaerophilic Campylobacter? The term is not applicable of the cultivative Mycolepri and the Treponema pallidum. Coming to the swarming is seen in the Clostridium tetani. Role of the bacterial capsule is the anti-phagocytic and adhesion both, but you can, if there is two options and you can pick one, then go for the antiphagocytic. And capsulated organism, Klebsiella and Cryptococcus, no Candida. There is organism, so I pick the Cryptococcus. There is a gram negative bacteria में क्या नहीं होता है, तो there is a teichoic acid which is not present in case of gram negative. Tube method is mainly for the flagella or the motility testing. The correct sequence of the bacterial growth: lag phase, log phase, stationary phase, and then decline phase. Population doubling time or the generation time 20 minutes. And what is actually the phototropism? To obtain the energy from the photo or the light or the sunlight. This is actually the phototropism. So this is actually the all about the images and the morphology and the growth. Now coming to the most interesting part of this video, let's see. Okay, so this is the motility of the Listeria or the tumbling motility. How sweet, no? So this is actually the collection from YouTube only, not my captured. So this is actually the Listeria tumbling motility. But clearly, no, this is the tumbling motility. Okay. Now this is the darting motility of the Vibrio. In this field, you can clearly, I think, visible the motility of the Vibrio, and this type of motility is called the darting motility. Now coming to the next motility, this is the Mycoplasma motility or the gliding motility. See, this is actually the gliding motility. So this is the Mycoplasma motility, like a ghost. See. Now coming to the next, this is actually the swarming motility of the Proteus. This is actually the swarming motility of the Proteus. Now coming to the next motility, it's interesting motility. This is the leaf fall like motility, like it's here in the Giardia. See, this is like a leaf falling. This is a leaf falling like motility. See, this is very nice. This is like a leaf falling. Now next, this is the Balantidium coli. This is the tropozoid motility. See, this is the tropozoid motility. Now coming to the most interesting, this is the corkscrew motility of the spirochete. See, this is the corkscrew motility. See, the motility is like a corkscrew. See, this is like a corkscrew motility. Now coming to the next motility, this is actually the Pseudomonas. It's called twitching motility. So, in front, backward. So this is all about the motility and the morphology and the most interesting, the growth of the bacteria. Next video will be on the genetics of the bacteria. Thank you, and give your valuable comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.